want to talk about what is malnutrition, and in its essence it is decay. It is the cell not being able to hold its integrity and not being able to carry out its natural process, and it starts microscopic or molecular. It starts out with molecular reactions, or the lack of molecular reactions occurring in order to hold the cells in movement or in place by certain molecules, which this is the whole coursework which was dedicated by Schussler and all his write-up, and I am simply talking about it, okay? So that's everything that has to do with biochemic formulas and their nutritional value, which we used to attain naturally from our food source, like onions, carrots, nuts, milk, from things other than cattle. Okay, so now that we don't have these things, now we're like in deficient states. What happens when you don't have these things that can carry out the natural processes? It means that you eat, but your body cannot organize the substance. So the food will go right through your system most of the time in a painful way, whether it be excretion, and definitely not much absorption will be going on. Your body is in a state of alert, of emergency. It's like trying to sustain itself alive and like, doing whatever it can. So that's why a lot of people eat and eat and eat and eat, but never attain the nutritional value which your body so desperately wants to configure. To begin nutrition, proper nutrition, or first get rid of disease. That's the first thing, and there's a video link on how to do that, beginning with Materia Medica. Dr. William Boric. This is my favorite, and my doctor friend's favorite, so this is one I get into because it's awesome. It has the symptoms on the back, and it has a coursework on how to get through any disease, bacterial, viral, blah, whatever. Second step. I don't know. 2? Nutritional value of the phosphate group, the nitrate group. What's the other one? Silicia, definitely. I have a video on silicia, 3 videos on silicia. These molecules hold the integrity of the cell together. There are pathways in between each and every single cell in your body that can carry potassium and sodium. And these pathways into the cells, through the cells, okay? They carry substances in and out, and only these crystals can get in. It's body mechanism. It's the way all nature is designed, if not 99.99 with the thing on top of it for infinity, because they're so small of the animals that don't exist with the system. Okay. Man, it's a phosphate group. It's phosphate in the middle, 4 oxygens around the center, and there can hold just the right temperature of transition of substances. So every time they trade a protein or obtain one, there's a specific process that takes or gives with from these molecules exchangeable. It makes it so easy to use water, respiration, and distribute and carry out the body's natural system of nutrients, proteins. I think that this is what holds the body's structure together, like aqueous solution. We all know how vascular systems work in plants, and when we don't give it any water, what happens? They wilt. So as I feel is when these potassium and sodium, they kind of uphold the integrity or the by water levels, and they can pretty much direct it. And we, with our body, can uphold it at will. Yeah, and it's very specifically how it's made, especially if you look at the crystal of plaster of Paris. I forget its molecular structure right now. But anyway, that one, it's like the most interesting of all right now, because its give and take of electrons will withdraw energy. And that, my friends, is what keeps us in a endothermic state, or warm. Interesting. Okay. Without these integrous molecules, crystals, the body cannot carry out its natural processes. And what tends to occur is decay, because when the cell form is not able to uphold its function, it creates holes in structure. And it's not really with the cells, but it's more in between the cells, because the cells are separated from the systems, and really only viruses can infiltrate through sneaky ways of proteins. But otherwise, it's pretty safe within the cell. It's like contaminating from cell to cell is a viral thing, and it's like it's just a symptom thing, which can be like healed by filling the white, like slimy substance in between the cells with the right serum, which homeopathy has already studied extensively on all the serums, or man, not even close to all the serums, as anyone can say, but a lot of serums. Let's call all of these things serums, and their genetic makeup and molecular form and how they function on the healthy human body. And its opposite form when diluted and given to a unhealthy person, which tends to reverse its functions. We don't know why this works, it just does. We are currently, my work is definitely going to be participating a lot into that, exploring why it works, because I've definitely started in that field. So, stay tuned. I don't know. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Malnutrition. Yes, when these aqueous forms are not able to be, like pump, like hearty, this aqueous solution in between all your cells, you suffer. You create like weak structure that cannot withdraw substances like molds, specifically because of the lack of silicia. And just refer over to any silicia video. Okay? And if you don't have these aqueous solutions, bacteria and viruses will move in, because you don't have any silicia, because the body's not able to withdraw it outside of itself. Inject it out, and then what tends to happen is that cuts will begin to form in the tissue, whether it be internal. You have to think every single part of the body as a tissue, whether it be bone, so you can think of decay in the bone, you can think of, like degradation of the eye as structure failure, you can think of bone frailty as structural failure, specifically with fusion of bone, which means that you had malnutrition during pregnancy, and the mother did, and therefore was not able to give as much as she's supposed to. This is the most important thing to attain during pregnancy, like all the natural phosphates, whether definitely most certainly it would be like the best in your food. No, it's not the best in your food because this molecular science has gotten so precise that like it's like ridiculous. Sometimes I just feel so healthy that I'm just taking these medicines, of course in their like molecular potentized, like very minute form. And I'm taking them and I'm just feeling so healthy and so like upbeat and motivated and strong that like I will forget to eat until it's like, oh my god, I'm hungry, but I'm still moving so I don't stop. Okay, but you do need food, like glucose and sugars and like fruits, vegetables, milk, cheese is best since most people tend to lose the enzymes in order to digest milk. That's why it tends to make you sick. Lactose intolerance. You're not really supposed to digest cow milk. Anyway, nutrition is very important, but you have to think about nutrition differently from most people think about. You have to think about it in the biomolecular format. Okay? Starts out with these phosphates and these chlorides. Very specific. You can't just take iron because the body is not able to break it down or process it or organize it. You have to take it in very little forms and molecular formats, and you have to take it often so that the body is able to utilize it whenever and wherever it needs it at the moment. You know, like the body doesn't store any type of substance except for fats. Other than that, the body will just like withdraw from its environment, which is the aqueous solution, which is really the boundary between the outside and the inside world in your body. And if it has these nutrients or these molecules, very precise, organized molecules, and they are organized and precise, and that's why the body uses them, because it's so easy to transfer energy between them and substances with them, that they exist. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? I would prefer a call or maybe like a text message or like a video or email. You know, like I don't want to get into debates because I don't care. This is my research. Just don't watch me. But for those who may benefit, may you benefit. Alright, take care, you guys. Bye.